feels like a glitch, sometimes stuck in a loop. But I learned to debug, one fix and I reboot. Every fall teaches me how to stand tall. Code breakers here, ready for it all.
I'm not GPS, but I help you find the way. Every choice we make rewrites the day. When you feel lost, just follow my light. Pathfinders here will be alright.
We're decoding life, no luck, just grind. Every win is something we design.
Had yeah, we don't wait for fate. We show up, grow up,
and rewrite the game.
Welcome back to another episode of YeA. I'm Kim King, the Pathfinder.
And I'm Gary Gam, the Code Breaker. And before we jump in, we just want to wish all our Hacksters a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
Thanksgiving! This episode is coming out right in the middle of the holiday breaks. So and it feels like a perfect time to pause for gratitude.
Exactly. So Thanksgiving isn't just about the turkey and the football, go Bears. It's about appreciating the people in our lives and giving back. Which actually reminds me of the last time we had Dan Hess, who's our guest again. Dan,
hello.
welcome Dan. The last time we had him on the show, we talked about the importance of giving back. That conversation really stuck with a lot of our listeners.
Yes, and today it's only fitting that we bring Dan's back for round 2, because if giving back is about generosity, then this episode is about the other side of the coin, relationship. And no one models that better than them.
That's right, and I can vouch for that. So he's not new to YeA, he's family. The good friend, colleague, my cube mate for a number of years, all around relationship builder. I call him Dan the Man, Dan Hess. Today we'll explore something that's at the heart of business and career growth, the art of building relationships.
Oh yeah, and if you actually didn't watch the volunteer episode, definitely pause right now, go back to that link, and then watch Dan episode 21, I think, for the giving back, because it's a great episode to watch. But again, Dan, welcome back to our show.
Gary, thank you. Kim, thank you for having me back.
So very welcome.
So before we jump in, I just want to share a very personal story to the Hacksters. So before, when I joined Elkay, in my very first week, I remember that I walked in, and then I got this person greeting me. Dan was the first person that greeted me, and make me feel very comfortable, very homeish, right? And as a person that worked for many years in corporate world, the first thing I thought was like, oh, this guy's from HR, like this human resource, or like was an assigned buddy to do this because he was asked to. Then I later find out that that's actually his superpower. It wasn't asked. He naturally just do that to everybody. So after I find out that like all the newcomers has the same treatment, I actually didn't feel that as special. No, just kidding. I still very special. But like I find out that, oh wow, this guy has a very unique characteristic. He just naturally want to make people feel at home. And I appreciate that you help me and many others at Elkay that feel like a family. So,
thank you.
Yeah, absolutely right, and that's just Dan, right? That's so true. I remember hearing the same thing from people all across Elkay, right? Dan made me feel like part of the family, one of the first to come and embrace them. And so it's not just about business for you; it's about belonging and making others feel special, as you mentioned, right?
Well, thank you both. That really means a lot. Honestly, I never thought of it as a thing I did. It's just something it came naturally, because I know how I'd want to be greeted if I joined an organization, and that's why I just turned it around and greeted people that were new to me.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you that that mission of yours is very, very it works.
Well, thank you.
And you spend many years in purchasing and sourcing, right? Then, but what I love is your perspective. It's not you always tell me that it's not about transaction. It's not about just one transaction. So can you talk to the Hackster your belief in that win-win mindset when it comes to sourcing, negotiation?
Sure, absolutely, Gary. For me, negotiations aren't just about squeezing the other side until it's a 50-50 perfect or a win-lose. It's about both sides walking away with something of value to keep that long-term relationship. doesn't not always mean exactly equal, but it should be fair. Sometimes in negotiations with our suppliers, we give back a little bit. Other times we get a little bit more, but it all balances out at the end. It's not just a one and done deal.
Yeah, and then that's so true, right? So too often people think that sourcing is all about getting the lowest price, just like shopping on Amazon. Like the lowest price is the best deal. It's not, right? In reality, when you reduce supplier to just a number, you miss out on a lot. You miss out on relationship. And that relationship, that's where the real leverage is, right, Kim? Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to say, we're talking negotiations here because of purchasing and sourcing role, but you probably negotiate a lot in your everyday lives with people and relationships that you have. So think of this as any relationship and something that may come up in any relationship. But the best business outcomes come when both sides feel invested, right? And Dan, can you share a bit more about how focusing on a relationship over the transaction, whatever that transaction may be, could be car, could be something else, has shaped your career?
Sure. It's easy to focus on our cost savings, but when I take time to understand a supplier, their challenges, their goals, we find creative solutions that neither of us would have found alone. That's when you shift from supplier to a partner. And that's why Elkay had so many partners for decades and decades. And it really proved out during COVID when we weren't always the biggest customer, but they always bent over to help us because in the past we helped them.
Yeah, that's such a powerful point, Dan. That's very similar to what we talked about a couple of episodes ago with Andrew, the compounding, right? When you invest in the relationship in the early stage, those little deposits of trust, you deposit trust when you build relationship, and respect keep paying off over time.
Yep. So I love that. So let's bring it down to the little things, right? Because relationships are built on gestures, right?
Yes, exactly. It's not always about the big deals, the big negotiations. It's about the small, thoughtful touches. One of the biggest lessons I learned, you guys, actually came from one of my fellow workers who I helped out of a pinch, and he gave me a gift card. I was so touched by that this is a gift card, not just a gift card for gas, that I put that into my arsenal of things to do, and it really helped out.
Yeah, and that reminded me of something that you told, like a story that you told me before then. You don't just focus on the supplier, like the big bosses, right? You think about the people around them too. The admins, the coordinators, the one that actually do the actual talk and work to when we need something, right?
Yeah, exactly. I made a point to remember those people in the trenches, I call it. The people who pick up the phone, who are the customer service folks, who I'm begging to get corrugate or parts in. And when even if they don't come through, a lot of times I'll send a gift card just to say thank you. It might be a $5 or $10 thank you card, but I remember what the card did for me. And I know I want them to understand that they're appreciated no matter if it worked out or not.
Right. All right, you heard him say $5 or $10 gift card, right? He's not doing this as a gesture to make the suppliers do business with us. So it's not. Everybody has a little ethics policy probably with their suppliers. $5 to $10 should be under that threshold of something that you can do without feeling like it's kind of a bribe per se.
And it's
just a nice
gesture. This is a thank you.
It's a thank you.
It's really just a gesture, right? Like you can do many things too. It's not just gift card. There's so many things you can do, but it's really the thought that counts here.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And honestly, if more people at the workplace took that approach, if they treat business partner like people first, not just transaction, the impact on the world will be humongous.
Right.
That's true.
Right. Excellent. Amen to that.
Yeah. And Dan, can you share a time when a strong relationship saved the day for you?
Sure, Gary. We had a huge order coming in from a supplier overseas. There was a shipping strike and everything was backed up at the port. Because we had built such a strong relationship, our supplier pulled strings, got us a priority spot, and even ate some of the extra freight costs to get us the product on time.
Wow.
And we're not General Motors. We were just a family-run, at that time, manufacturing company in the Midwest.
Right, exactly. Yeah, having worked for Sears before Elkay, who had all of that, $1 billion, right. All the power coming to Elkay was a little different because we didn't have as much power. So we relied on those relationships.
Exactly.
And Dan was so great with building those relationships that people wanted to do for Elkay because it was such a people-oriented business.
Yes.
And Dan was a great example of that.
Yes.
So it's not just about the financial capital, right? The relationship equity that's put into it.
That's well said, Tim.
So before we let you go, Dan, what is your one quick hack anyone can start today to build a stronger relationship with people?
Gary, simple. At the end of your next meeting or call, ask one non-business question and listen to the answer. Take the seed for future conversations. So a lot of times I'll talk to a rep from a packaging company and I'll get to know something about his family. And you want to get that personal connection.
Right. Absolutely love it.
And Hackster, that right there doesn't involve any money, right? It's about listening, like listening with your heart and really build that relationship with somebody that you don't know that well. And that right there, I can tell you, from my experience, it works. So listen to that.
Dan is always good at, like you say, it's the small things, right? And you remember birthdays, right? And you, as a person on the other end of this, it's like, wow, he remembered my birthday, right? And send little birthday cards, send just greeting cards, just nice messages throughout, which help to build that rapport, build that relationship. So I want to thank you, Dan, for joining us.
Thank you,
It is
Dan.
always great to have you and
Thank
talk
you.
to you.
Yep. And again, for our listener, remember, you can fast track trust. You cannot fast track trust, but you can start building it today. So, and that's our hack year for today.
Ooh, and Hacksters, don't forget to subscribe, right? Share this episode with a friend. Help us spread the ripple.
Yes, and again, big thank you to Dominic's and Aiden for the production, magic behind the scenes, and of course, thank you, Dan, for sharing your superpower.
Thank you very
of
much, you guys.
relationship building with us today.
All
Sounds
right,
good.
and Hacksters, we're going to see you guys after the Thanksgiving break, so hopefully some of you are watching this over. I know you've had long breaks, but as always, we're going to end this by saying,
Heck
yeah!
Yeah, we don't wait for fate. We show up, grow up, and rewrite the game. And rewrite the game. Rewrite the game.